Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us here for an introduction to this wonderful course that we're offering, The Journey Within. So this course is very unique and special because it's going to address many aspects of our life that we probably think about. For example, who am I? Why am I here? And let me go ahead and answer that question first. Who am I? My name is Gadadhar Pandit. I'm one of the instructors for the course. This course has a total of 3 instructors, myself, Vraj Leela, Malika Mala. There's also a couple of mentors that you'll have access to throughout this course. And their names are Kate and Vlad. And I will introduce them in a little while, and they'll have a chance to say hello to you. And I'll also be answering a few questions that we received in advance. So this course, The Journey Within, is actually starting next week on Monday, in a week from basically tomorrow, a week from tomorrow, with the first webinar. And as I mentioned, that my portion of this course is going to be called Soul Searching. And some of the topics that I'm going to be talking about, which I find personally very fascinating, some questions as who am I, why am I here, like what's my purpose in life? I think that's something that we all struggle with a lot of times in our life. Maybe you go through a midlife crisis, or maybe some of us even go through a quarter life crisis. You're in the middle of college. You're trying to figure out what you want to do when you graduate from college and how you're going to deal with all the debt that you've just accumulated. How to make the most of my life and how to live in harmony with the world around me. So that's going to be some of the items that I cover in my course, Soul Searching. And the text that I'm going to use is the Bhagavad Gita. This is the text. Actually, it's included when you sign up for the course. It's included with the fee, so you won't have to worry about buying it. It's going to be a link's going to be sent to you, so you can just get it. So that's the Bhagavad Gita is a wisdom text from India. A lot of amazing wisdom on how to live in this world, how to interact with the world around us, with the people around us. So it's a real practical guidebook to sort of surviving the world and making the most of our time here. So that's a little bit about some of the things that I'll be talking about, and we're going to be diving into a lot of other deeper subjects, into like karma, the soul, and God, what happens at death. So a lot of topics that I think we think about whenever we give ourselves a chance to think about these things, because sometimes we get so busy we don't have a chance to think about these things. So the other 2 instructors, one of them is Vraj Leela. She's not on the call with us right now. She's going to be talking about a very, very important topic on mediation and conflict resolution. Right nowadays, conflicts happen, and it takes like a second or 2 for us to disagree, or there's a misunderstanding, and we end up in a conflict, and we end up losing a relationship that we've had maybe for years and years, and now all of a sudden the relationship is broken. How do we deal with that? Are we okay that the relationship is broken, or do we want to go back and try to fix it, right? And so if we don't have those skills on resolving conflicts, then what happens? We just sort of avoid each other, and there's a pain in our heart that just stays there for a really long time. So conflict resolution and mediation are the 2 topics that Vraj Leela is going to be speaking about through the live webinars. And then Malika Mala, she's going to be talking about the science of relationships. And in relationships, it's like you can't live with them, you can't live without them sometimes. But we're going to talk about how to live with them. Right? We're going to have a positive approach, how to manage your relationships. And relationships are very delicate. And again, it doesn't take a lot for a misunderstanding to happen and for us to distance ourselves in relationships. So she's going to be addressing those very, very important topics on the science of relationships and how to have positive relationships. So all 3 topics are going to be covered. So the whole course consists of 3 parts, and each part has 8 weeks. So there's a total of 3 parts with 8 weeks for each part. And the course is going to consist of live webinars. So I'll be doing a live webinar with the content that I'm talking about. Vraj Leela will, Malika Mala will. And then after the webinar is done, it becomes really dynamic and lively because you as a student will have a chance to interact with others who have registered for the course. And that's really powerful because this is online, so there's no classroom where you come together and discuss with each other. But there's a wonderful platform where we can discuss the topics that you're learning about with each other. Have a chance to disagree with one another, have a chance to agree with one another. And through these discussions, really learn from each other and grow with each other and hopefully form some really nice, like-minded relationships and friendships. As I mentioned, there's also a couple of mentors here, Kate and Vlad, who are going to be available for you if you have questions about the course or any of the topics that were discussed. So you have access to mentors and instructors. So you're not just doing this on your own by yourself. You're here with instructors, mentors, and your fellow students. So there's a little online community. I feel like that's really a powerful way to learn and grow. So again, the course is going to start next Monday, and there's two books that are required reading. One is the Bhagavad Gita, and the other is the Spiritual Warrior book from Bhakti Tirtha Swami. Both of these books and all the information about the course and how to register is available on the website interirfast.com. Again, that's interirfast.com. You'll find all the information you need about the course, information about the instructors, and the topics that we're going to discuss, the price. And the price is very reasonable, $100 for the course. And of course, that includes both reading materials, so you don't have to buy those separately. And if you're a student and you feel like that price is maybe too much for you, you're always welcome to reach out to one of the mentors and explain your case, and they'll be more than happy to give you a discounted price. Students already get a good discounted price, so feel free to reach out because we really want you to be a part of this course. So I want to briefly introduce our two mentors who are online with us, Kate and Vlad. Why don't you take a moment, both of you, to just say hello and say a few words, and then I'll answer a couple of questions that we received in advance.
Thank you so much, Gadadhar Pandit, for such nice introduction. My name is Kate. I actually graduated from Inter-IFAST 2 years ago. And because I liked this education so much, I stayed there to help students and to be mentor. So I will be happy to assist you during this course and to be your mentor. Thank you very much. And Vlad, please.
Good morning, everybody. I'm so happy to be with you this morning. And I see my role to be part of your online community. And I'm looking forward to work with you to build this class where we are going to exchange information, where we are going to interact, where we are going to live through all the situations that are going to be presented to us by our instructors, discuss them, get new experience, practice. It's going to be exciting, so please join us, and it's going to be very helpful for everybody. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you both for sharing your thoughts on this. So we did receive a few questions in advance, excuse me, about the course, and I'm going to read those questions right now and answer them to the best of my ability. So the first question is from Leah, and she says that you promised that I will see positive changes in many different aspects of my life from this course. There's other programs out there that claim the same thing. What makes this program different? Okay, well, that's a great question, right? There's a lot of great programs out there, and I'm sure they all provide a variety of different benefits. What I think makes our program somewhat unique is that not only are we studying philosophy and concepts, but there will be practical practices provided where you can, when you implement those practices in your life, you'll be able to see a change. So for example, right, if you like tennis, if you don't, you can substitute it with the sport of your choice. You could study the theory of tennis, but until you step onto the tennis court, you're not going to really learn how to hit the ball. Or if same thing with any other sport, basketball, golf, whatever it is, there's a theory and practice. So this course is not only going to be theoretical, we're going to show you practices, different techniques on meditation, on conflict resolution, things that you can actually apply into your life. And then So that's one thing, that is theory is studied, practical guidance is there for things you can implement to your life. And then we have access to instructors and mentors. It's not just, so if you have a question for me after my webinar, you can reach out to me and I'll respond. So that access is there, because, you know, everything in life that we've learned from a teacher, somebody who's able to be there for us, and not just, you know, one lecture and we're gone. So I think that makes it unique, is the accessibility and also the community that's going to build. So I think that creates something powerful in terms of this course, and which I think will help you really transform people's lives. The next question is from Masha. Is how much time on average will a student need to allocate per week for studying this course? So, you know, basically, in one sense, to some degree, it's going to be up to you, right? The amount of energy and work we put into something, that's what we're going to get out of it, right? So, you know, it would be great if you could put in an hour or two to read the material and, you know, to watch the videos and to participate in the online discussion with your students. And it's not, you know, it's not something you have to see as homework, because I think it's going to be so impactful for you, for us, that you'll want to do it. It'll be something that you are inspired to do. So how much time you put into it, and, you know, if you miss one of the webinars, you could always catch it later because it's recorded. So there is a lot of flexibility and it's convenient. So you must have, you know, busy working schedule, so you can insert it into times that are free for you. So there is a lot of flexibility in that week where you can do it at your own pace. So I think that will be, that makes life a lot easier for all of us. And the final question that I have that I'm going to address for today is, on your website, you state that your course includes personal coaching. What does that mean exactly? Again, that means that if you're trying to understand how a certain practice or teaching can apply to you in your particular life, and maybe some aspect of it's not clear, a coach can help you understand how a particular teaching that you're learning in this course, or a practice of meditation or yoga or some kind of diet that you're trying to adjust, or you're having specific difficulty in a relationship and you're trying to figure out how to manage that. Those kinds of things can be, you know, the mentors and instructors can be there for you to help you more specifically in your situation. Because in a broad webinar, things are more broad for everyone. But when you have a specific need that you're looking to address, that's where the coaches come in. So I hope this introduction was helpful for you. I really hope you will sign up for this course. I hope you can tell your friends about this course. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach us at interirfast.com. Thank you very much.